What's up guys, Houndish here, and today, of course, Season of the Drifter has gone live in Destiny 2. We've got plenty of new content and stuff to check out in the game, and in this video, I wanted to talk about some of the new exotics that are in this DLC. We get a better look at some weapons, and some new exotic armor, so that's going to be cool to check out. On top of this, firstly, we'll speak about the new Gambit Prime mode, how you actually acquire the rewards for this, so we'll talk about the armor, how you can pick up those armor sets, acquire the weapons, and I'll run some gameplay inside of the new modes in this video as well. So guys, if you enjoy this one, a rating below very much helps me out, but otherwise, let's jump straight into it. So first thing I want to speak about is actually going to be Gambit Prime, the rewards for that, and how we unlock them. If you want to skip ahead to the section where we talk about exotics in a couple of moments time, then that is cool, but let's speak about Gambit Prime. Initially, the Drifter will actually have a quest for you, so he actually sends you into Gambit Prime. First thing I would recommend right here would be to pick up all of the daily bounties that he actually has. So each of these bounties will be able to drop you an armor synth, and you'll actually need these in order to pick up the armor pieces later on. So when you're in Gambit Prime, when you complete these bounties, you'll actually be rewarded with an armor synth, and you can use this to unlock the armor inside of the Reckoning mode. On top of this though, when you turn in your first bounty for Gambit Prime, you'll get an item called a special offer, which is actually part of the quest that the Drifter has for you, so you'll need to head back to him. And he's going to have a weak synthesizer. It's actually a pursuits item. You can open this up and you'll see that the synths you've collected, either randomly in the games or via bounties, can actually be applied to this synthesizer. Once you do that, you'll actually get a mote which corresponds to the armor set that you wish to unlock. So you can see I've got a weak Reaper mote, and we'll actually have to take this into the Reckoning mode to unlock an armor piece. So when you enter the Reckoning mode, before you drop down into the pit at the start of the event, there will actually be a mote bank. So assuming you've got the mote for your specific armor piece, you need to put that into the bank at the start of the game to actually get the armor piece dropped when you clear this. So of course then, you run through the Reckoning. Tier 1 that we've got right now is actually relatively easy. We're all at 650 power running this right here, so it's definitely achievable. You basically clear a bunch of ads. Once you've cleared the maximum percentage of ads inside of the allocated time, you'll actually get a boss spawn in, you kill that boss, and you've basically cleared this round of Reckoning. You'll see the little kind of node, whatever this is, pops up. You're able to actually hold the button in order to collect loot. So you can see right here that that Reaper mote that I put in at the start of the round has turned into a Reaper plate right here. When we take a look at this, you can see Reaper +1, equip multiple pieces from the set to unlock Gambit Prime set perks. And of course, separate to that, you have normal kind of armor bonuses, mod slots, and all that stuff. And essentially, this is how you can earn different pieces of gear. So you'll definitely want to pick up the daily and weekly bounties that the Drifter has that can reward these different synths. Collect as many synths as you can, and then you can really just kind of endlessly farm for these armor pieces as much as you want. And of course, these are just the base armor pieces. If you're looking to begin upgrading perks, once you've actually done this initial part, you can go back to the Drifter and you'll have some new weekly Prime bounties, and these offer an upgraded synthesizer as well as various different upgrades for different pieces of gear. So you can see the synthesizer upgrade and an invader head upgrade. So basically you'll want to pick these up. You can see these require a little bit more progression and investment, but then you can begin upgrading the bonuses that we'll get. And I would imagine that the upcoming higher tiers of Reckoning will also be linked to kind of fully maximizing these armor sets. But to acquire the very basic pieces of armor, this is the process that you'll go through. Once again, once you've done this initially, you can start on those upgraded synthesizers, which are going to drop better pieces of gear essentially. Now the piece of gear that you get dropped at the end appears to be completely random, but will belong to the set that you actually apply the mote for. On top of this though, there are new weapons and stuff, of course, associated with Gambit Prime. So I actually got one dropped. This was the SMG, the bug out bag. And I got this one when completing a normal daily Gambit bounty inside of the Prime mode in my first match, so pretty easy to obtain some of these. It actually has a new perk, multi-kill clip. Reloading grants increased damage based on the number of rapid kills made beforehand. So that's pretty cool, and it is an adaptive frame SMG. I also got Doomsday as a weekly reward from the Drifter. This is an adaptive frame grenade launcher. Did get proximity grenades, which is nice. Otherwise, I don't see any new bonuses, but there could be some other additional bits and bobs in there as well. So for the weapons, you're very much looking at completing bounties and matches, random post-game rewards, or drops when completing powerful milestones and stuff like that for the Drifter. So there we go, guys. That is the basics of picking up these armor sets. I'll keep you posted on all of the upgrades and the stuff that we find later on in this mode. But now let's talk about new exotics, because a few of these are actually visible in the game. Obvious spoiler alert right here. There is one that is completely hidden at the moment, so it's a classified heavy. This could be associated with the free quest for this season, or it could be any other number of things. There is, however, a new exotic kinetic linear fusion rifle in the game, and this is the Arbalest. And you can see the weapon right here. This is the one that we spoke about quite a bit before the launch of this DLC. Now, according to the database right now, in order to actually obtain this weapon, it is a random drop. So the source is exotic engrams, extremely rare world drops. But in terms of the weapon, it has an intrinsic bonus called Compounding Force. It fires slugs that cause massive damage to elemental shields of enemy combatants. It also comes with Disruption Break. Breaking an enemy shield with this weapon makes them more vulnerable to kinetic damage for a brief period of time. So it's actually a kinetic weapon that encourages you to hit elemental shields, which is pretty interesting. It also features Extended Barrel, we've got Projection Fuse, as well as Composite Stock. So there it is, the Arbalest, the new exotic kinetic linear fusion rifle. Certainly a pretty cool looking weapon. Let me know if any of you guys managed to pick this one up. Now, we do actually get a better look at Thorn in Destiny 2 as well, so it's still going to come with Mark of the Devourer, rounds pierce targets, and deal damage over time. Kills with this weapon leave behind remnants. And the bonus that pairs with this is Soul Devourer. Absorbing a remnant strengthens Mark of the Devourer and partially refills the magazine. So these are the orbs that we actually saw dropping on the ground when folks were killing enemies with Thorn. You do still get that damage over time kind of poison effect. The kills with the weapon will leave behind these remnants, and if you pick those up, it's actually going to increase the damage over time that you get and partially refill the mag, which is pretty crazy stuff. And we can get a bit of a better look at Thorn in D2 right there, looking thorny as ever. Now though, we've got some exotic armor pieces, so each class is going to get a pair of gauntlets as we spoke about. And for the Hunter, we have Liar's Handshake. It comes with Cross Counter. Using your arc melee ability, or being hit by a melee attack, will allow you to follow up with an extremely powerful melee counterpunch that will heal you. That is some pretty crazy stuff right there. And visually, it also has the kind of snake that you see on the Orpheus rigs, I believe it is. So that's certainly pretty cool. Let me know what you think about that bonus. The Warlock will get the Getaway Artist. Yet again, a pair of exotic gauntlets with Dynamic Duo this time. Hold to convert your Arc Grenade into a supercharged Arc Soul. The Arc Soul functions as an autonomous turret. So that's pretty interesting as well. This is something we spoke about the other day. I'm glad that one's actually turned out to work that way. We saw this previewed in some trailers and stuff a while ago. Basically, it will give you a supercharged Arc Soul that follows you and does a ton of damage. Pretty cool stuff. Once again, let me know your thoughts. Finally, for the Titan though, we get Stronghold. The new exotic gauntlets with the bonus Clenched Fist. Guarding with swords increases move speed and does not drain ammo. Shots blocked immediately after guarding will heal you. So pretty interesting stuff. If you're guarding with a sword, you get bonus movement speed, and it's not actually going to drain any sword ammo. There also is the health regen element if you can block kind of, anything that hits you immediately with that guard. So pretty interesting stuff once again, and we do get a slightly better look at the visual for those. It's kind of hard to say exactly how good they'll be, just, kind of reading the descriptions. Very much it's going to be worth checking them out in game first, but I think they sound pretty interesting, and I'd love to hear your opinions and thoughts on those down below. There's another very mysterious looking exotic right here, and it's called the Midnight Special. It actually shows a Gjallarhorn icon in Destiny 2. However, it's an item that says it can't be equipped, so it doesn't actually appear to be a weapon. The description does say a convincing, though non-functional, replica of a fabled weapon. So as it says, it's some kind of replica. It's not actually something that will get to fire as a weapon in the game. No idea what this is going to be, guys. Could be something associated with one of the upcoming events. I definitely don't think we're going to end up with an actual Gjallarhorn in D2, but who knows? It is also interesting that, of course, Gjallarhorn is an exotic that is heavy, and we do have that mysterious heavy that we can't see at the moment. However, once again, this isn't currently listed as a weapon. Weird stuff. Let me know your thoughts about it down below. But guys, in case you want to check it out right here, I'll run a round of gameplay from Gambit Prime, but let me know your thoughts on the stuff we've covered in this video. If you have enjoyed this one, a like is very much appreciated. Also, be sure to hit subscribe if you're new to the channel to keep up to date with everything related to Destiny 2. I appreciate you guys tuning in as always, and whatever you get up to, I hope you have an awesome day.
Your allies invading the other side. Invaders off the field. Almost almost time for a primeval. Fill that bank. Watch your back. Invader incoming. Half pint taken, headed to the other side. You summoned a primeval. Kill the envoys, then bring the house down. Grab your gun. Hook up some supercharged light and feed it to that primeval. To that primeval. Supercharged light and feed it to that primeval! Yes, man. That's what I call hunting. Portal's ready. Grab your gun.